Hello students, now I am going to discuss instruction set of 8086. Here first we will discuss about the classification of different instructions and then we will discuss about different types of instruction. So here instruction set is divided into different categories. There are various categories like data transfer, arithmetic and logical, branching, string instruction, flag manipulation, loop iteration and interrupt instructions. So we will discuss about these categories in detail. First we will discuss about data transfer instruction. So in data transfer there are several instructions like move, push, pop, load effective address instruction, string data transfer instruction and some other instructions which we have to discuss in this scheme. First we will discuss about move instruction. What is the format of move instruction? Move destination comma source. Move destination comma source. Here the content of source is copied and transferred to destination. Here the source may be a register or a memory location or immediate data. Source may be a register or a memory location or immediate data that will be transferred to a destination register. The format of this instruction is now clear to you. For example, move AX, 5000H. What will happen? So here data is directly given. It is immediate data transfer. So here 5000H will be transferred to 16-bit register AX. Second example is move BX, AX. What will happen? Here the content of AX is working as a source and BX is working as a destination. The content of AX is copied and transferred to register BX. Now we will discuss about the third example, that is move CX, 2000H. Here 2000H is written in a bracket, large bracket. So what is the difference between first instruction and third instruction? First instruction is move AX, 5000H and third instruction is move CX, 2000H, where 2000H is in bracket. In 8086 always note that in instructions if the data is given represented in large bracket, then that data represent the offset address. So what will happen here? In this instruction move CX, 2000H, a data stored in the data segment whose offset address is 2000H. A data is stored in a data segment whose offset address is 2000H. So from that now we have to calculate the actual physical address of the data stored in the data segment register. So we know that data segment's base address is given in data segment register and offset address is given in the instruction. So from these informations we can get the actual physical address of the data, and from that location data is copied and transferred to CX. Okay. So what is the process to transfer? Here given the offset, here it is given that offset address of the data is 2000H. What is the base address? Base address of the data. Base address of the data is the content of data segment register, which will be known to you. So from the base address and offset address, you can calculate the actual physical address of the data to be transferred. So from that location, we get the data and transfer to register CX. So always know that if data is mentioned in large bracket, it represents the offset address of a corresponding segment. Okay. Now we will discuss push and pop instructions. These instructions have been discussed in 8085 also. These instructions are used to store the address of the instructions in the main program when the program control is shifted from main program to subroutine. So when push instruction is executed, content of program counter or a content of a 16-bit register is transferred to stack pointer. So in this process stack pointer is decremented by 2. So suppose that we are executing push AX instruction. What will happen? Here the content of register AX, which is a 16-bit register, will be transferred to stack pointer. Now the stack pointer is a register which can store, one location of stack pointer can store 8-bit data. And here we are transferring 16-bit data, therefore 2 stack pointer locations are used there, and that is the reason why stack pointer is decremented by 2 when we transfer a 16-bit data to stack pointer. Okay. Pop is just opposite to the post instruction. Here the transfer of data transfer direction become opposite. Now the data will be transferred from stack pointer to microprocessor, and now the stack pointer will be incremented by 2 after the execution of pop instruction. Okay. Next we have to discuss about another category of instruction. It is also a data transfer instruction, but here we use instructions for loading the address of the data. There are 3 instructions. First is load effective address, that is LEA. Second is LDS, load data segment, and third is LES, that is load extra segment. First we will discuss about LEA instruction. The format of this instruction, syntax of this instruction is LEA register, source. Here the register will be 16-bit register. Always note that here the register will be 16-bit register. For example, LEA CX, total. Total is a 16-bit data. Total is what? It is 16-bit data. So this instruction copies this 16-bit data, which is address of the data, and this address, which type of address? Offset address. So this offset address will be loaded to register CX. The LEA instruction copies offset address of the data, 16-bit data given in the instruction, into the 16-bit register. Next we will discuss about LDS instruction. What is the meaning of this instruction? This instruction copy a word. What is the meaning of word? Word means 2 byte, 16-bit. So this instruction copy a word from 2 memory locations into the destination register. This instruction copy a word from 2 memory locations into the destination register as well as data segment register. Here the paste operation is performed on 2 locations. One is the 16-bit register given in the instruction, and second is the data segment register. So what will happen? Suppose that we are executing LDS CX, 391AH. So here only one location is given. So how you can copy a word? How you can copy it 2 bytes? So here given the first address of the data to be transferred, we have to transfer a word from memory location. Word will be stored in 2 consecutive memory locations. So in 2 consecutive memory locations, the first location will be given in the instruction. So when we execute the instruction, first and second locations data will be transferred to 16-bit register. For example, here 391A's content will be transferred to CL, and 391B's content will be transferred to CH. CX is divided in 2 parts, CL and CH. 391A content will be transferred to CL, and 391B content will be transferred to CH. As well as these data will also be transferred to data segment registers. Okay. So this instruction is used to not data segment registers, but a data segment all available in the memory. So this instruction is used to create an alternate data segment in the memory. This instruction is used to create an alternate data segment in the memory. As we know that there may be more than one data segment or extra segment in the memory. So if we have to create an alternate data segment, then we can use this instruction. We can copy the content of a data segment location to a register in the microprocessor as well as alternate data segment in the memory. Similarly, LES instruction is there. This instruction is quite similar to LDS instruction. The only difference is that here the content of extra segments to memory location will be transferred to a 16-bit register as well as an alternate extra segment. as well as an alternate extra segment. Suppose that here it is given LES CX, 3483H. So 3483H is the offset address of the data stored in the extra segment part of the memory. So now this is the first address. This is the first address of the data. So from the first location corresponding to 3483H, the data is copied and pasted into CL register and one register of one alternate register of one alternate location of extra segment. Similarly, corresponding to 348H location in extra segment, original extra segment, is copied and pasted into CH as well as the next location of alternate extra segment. Okay. Now we will discuss some other extra data transfer instructions like XCHG, LAHF, SAHF, XLAT, in and out. What is the use of XCHG instruction? It has been discussed earlier in the architecture part of 8086, where I have discussed about the use of temporary register in execution unit. The XCHG instruction is used for exchange of data between the two registers. Use of data transfer, use of data exchange between two registers. Format of this instruction is XCHG destination, source. So what will happen when this instruction is executed? So when this instruction is executed, the content of source is transferred to destination. But what should happen? The content of source and destination both must be interchanged. So how it can be possible? So first, the content of destination is transferred to temporary register located in the execution unit of microprocessor. Then content of source is transferred to destination register, and then content of temporary register is transferred to source register. So we have to save the content of destination register initially. So for that purpose, the content of destination is transferred to temporary register. Then source content is transferred to destination, and temporary register's content is transferred to source. For example, XCHG BX, AX. It will exchange the data of BX and AX. Or XCHG 5000H, AX exchange the content of memory location corresponding to 5000 offset address and a register AX. Okay, here 5000H is the offset address of the data segment location. So from that location, data is transferred to AX, and the content of AX is transferred to that location. Okay. Now I am going to discuss about LAHF and SAHF instructions. What is the meaning of LAHF? It is clearly visible to you that this instruction load higher part of accumulator's content, load the flag register's content. Flag register is 16-bit register. Flag register in 8086 is 16-bit register. So here, what will happen? The LAHF instruction load higher part of accumulator from the higher byte of the flag register. Flag register is a 16-bit register that can be divided in two parts, lower byte and higher byte. So if we execute LAHF instruction, higher byte will be transferred to the higher part of accumulator, that is AH. Similarly, if we execute SAHF instruction, opposite process will happen. Here the content of accumulator's AH, the higher part, will be stored in the higher byte of flag register. Okay. Now I am going to discuss XLAT instruction. What is XLAT instruction? It is called translate instruction. At this instruction, replace the content of AL register from the content of a lookup table in the memory. Lookup table is a memory area which is used to store similar type of data. So this store 8-bit data at one location. So when this instruction is executed, the content of lookup table will be transferred to AL. Content of lookup table will be transferred to AL. Okay. Next instruction is in and out instructions. We have also already discussed in and out instructions in 8085 also, and these are the similar instructions. But we know that in and out instructions are used for data transfer between microprocessor and IO ports. In 8085, IO ports has the address of how many bits? 8 bit. But in 8086, IO ports address are of 16 bit. Okay. So when we execute in instruction, what is the format of this instruction? In register comma port address. What should be the register? Here the register must always be accumulator. Here the register must always be accumulator. In instruction is used to read the data from IO port, and that data must be transferred to accumulator. If this instruction read 8-bit data, then it will be transferred to AL or AH, and if this instruction read the data from 16-bit data, then it will be transferred to AX. For example, in AL, 30H, what will happen? 30H is the port address. 30H is the port address given, and from that address 8-bit data will be transferred to accumulator. From that address 8-bit data will be transferred to AL register. Similarly, in AX, 349FH, what will happen? Here the content of 349FH port will be transferred to AX. Content of this register will be transferred to AX register, which is a 16-bit register. Opposite to this instruction is out instruction. This instruction copies the content of accumulator and transfer to port address, corresponding port address. Okay. Now I have discussed different data transfer instructions. Now I am going to discuss arithmetic and logical instructions. In arithmetic instruction, we have addition instruction, subtraction instruction, increment instruction, decrement instruction, and also multiplication and division instructions. The multiplication and division instructions are not available in 8085, and this is the additional feature of 8086. So we will discuss these instructions. First, we always note that in 8085, when we perform any arithmetic instruction, when we execute any arithmetic instruction, accumulator is considered as a default operand. One of the operand is always be considered as accumulator. But here it is not necessary that one of the operand must be accumulator. In case of 8085, it is necessary that one of the operand must be accumulator, and the result will always be stored in accumulator. But here it is not necessary. Here the process is very simplified. The format of these instructions will be discussed here. First, we will discuss about the addition instruction. So there are 3 addition instructions. There are 3 instructions to perform addition process: ADC, INC, and add. First, we will discuss about add and ADC. What is the difference between add and ADC? Add and ADC instruction. When we execute add instruction, the format of add instruction is add destination comma source. What will happen? So when this instruction is executed, the content of source will be added to content of destination. Result will be stored in the destination. Content of source will be added to content of destination, and result will also be added to the destination. It is similar to half adder. But if we execute ADC instruction, format of this instruction is same as add instruction, ADC destination comma source. But here what will happen? The content of source will be added to content of destination, as well as status of carry flag will also be added to this sum and stored in the destination. What will be the content of destination after execution of this instruction? The content of destination become content of source plus content of destination plus status of carry flag. Here the status of carry flag taken is prior to the execution of instruction, that is the previous carry. So this instruction is quite similar to full adder. Add instruction is similar to half adder, while ADC instruction is similar to full adder. Okay. So here some examples are there that for example add CL comma 30H. So what will happen? So here 30H is added to content of CL and result will be stored in CL. Similarly add CX comma 3020H. So here we will add 16-bit data to a 16-bit register and result will be stored in that 16-bit register. Next I am going to discuss INC instruction. INC is increment instruction and that increment the content of destination by 1. INC AX means content of AX will be incremented by 1. Okay. Now I am going to discuss subtraction instruction. These are quite similar to addition instructions, but difference is only that now the addition is replaced by subtraction operation. So there are 4 addition subtraction instructions: sub, SUB, SBB, DEC and NET. SUB and SBB instructions are quite similar to add and ADC instructions. The difference is that here the subtraction operation is processing. The format of these instructions are SUB destination comma source or SBB destination comma source. What will happen? When we execute SUB destination comma source, then the content of destination will be destination minus source. And if we execute SBB destination comma source, then the content of destination will be as destination minus source minus status of carry flag or status of borrow, previous borrow. Okay. Now next instruction is DEC instruction. This is decrement instruction, and when this instruction is executed, the content of destination will be decremented by 1. Okay. One more instruction is here, NEG instruction. This is used to represent negative of a number stored in the destination. So for obtaining negative counterpart of a number, we have to take 2's complement. It means that this instruction is used to take 2's complement of a number. Suppose that content of AL register is 35H, which is shown in the example here. So when we execute NEG AL, negative AL instruction, what will happen? This instruction take 2's complement of 35H and the result of AL become 2's complement of 35H, which is CBH. So we have to take 2's complement of content of destination register. Okay, I think it is clear to you. Next we have to discuss 2 additional instructions, that is multiplication and division instruction. So in multiplication there are 2 instructions, MUL and IMUL. MUL is unsigned multiplication, while IMUL is signed multiplication. IMUL is signed multiplication where we have to show the polarity of the numbers. So what is the syntax of MUL instruction? This instruction multiply the unsigned byte or word with the content of AL or AX. The format of this instruction here, note that